Exodus 16. Manna from heaven. Onward from Elim they journeyed, and all the children of Israel came to the wilderness of Sin, which is between Elim and Sinai, on the 15th day, the second month after their departure from Egypt. And the children of Israel murmured against Moses and Aaron in the wilderness, saying, "It would have been better for us to die by hand of the Lord in the land of Egypt. We sat down for bowls of meat and ate our fill of bread, for you have brought us out into the wilderness to kill us with hunger. The bread is gathered." Then God said to Moses, "You shall see, I will rain bread down from heaven for you. The people shall go out and gather a certain amount every day, so that I may test them, to see whether they will obey my law or not. And they'll arrange on the 6th day, they'll prepare what they bring in, which shall be twice as much as they gather on the other day." Moses and Aaron said to all the children of Israel, "When evening comes, you shall know that it is the Lord who brought you out of the land of Egypt. And when morning comes, you shall see the glory of the Lord, for he has heard your murmuring against him. Your murmuring are not against us, for what are we but against the Lord?" And while Aaron was speaking to the congregation of the children of Israel, they looked out over the wilderness, and there they saw the glory of the Lord appear into the clouds. Then God spoke to Moses, saying, "I have heard the murmuring of the children. Speak to them and say, in the evening you shall eat meat, and in the morning you shall have your fill of bread. So you shall know that I am the Lord your God." And it came to pass that in the evening quails flew up all over the camp, and in the morning dew lay all around the people. And when the dew had disappeared, they saw lying on the face of the wilderness small round ground. And Moses said to them, "This is bread which the Lord has given you to eat, and this is the commandment of the Lord. You are to gather an omer, about a tenth of the bushel, for each man, depending on how many you have to feed. Each man is to gather for those in his tents." So the children of Israel went out and gathered the bread. Some took more and some took less. But when they measured it with an omer, those who had gathered a great deal had nothing over. Those who had gathered little had enough. Each man had enough to feed his people. "Do not leave any of it until the morning," Moses said. Nevertheless, they did not listen to Moses, and some of them left it until the next morning. It bread warmed and smelled full, and Moses was angry with them. So they gathered the bread every morning, each man according to those he had to feed. And when the sun grew hot, it melted. When the 6th day came, they gathered twice as much bread, 2 omer for each man. And all the rulers of the congregation came to Moses for direction. And he said to them, "This is what the Lord has said. Tomorrow is the day of rest, the Lord's Sabbath. Bake what you want to bake today, and boil what you want to boil, and what is left you may save to keep for tomorrow." So they laid it away until the next morning, as Moses told them, and it did not smell bad, nor was there a single worm in it. And Moses said, "Eat today, for today is the Lord's Sabbath. Today you shall not find bread in the field. 6 days you are to gather it, but on the seventh day, which is the Sabbath, there shall be none." And so it was, for some of the people went out on the seventh day to gather, and they found none. And the Lord said to Moses, "How long will you refuse to keep my commandments and laws? Because I have given you the Sabbath, I give you bread for 2 days on the 6th day. Let no man go out and seek food on the 7th. Now the house of Israel called the name and of the food manna. It was white like coriander seeds, and it tasted like wafers made with honey. And Moses spoke to the people, saying, "The Lord had commanded that an omer manna shall be kept for your descendants, so that they may see the bread which is given to you in the wilderness. When you were brought from the land of Egypt." And he commanded Aaron to take a pot and put an omer of manna into it, to be kept for this purpose. And the children of Israel ate manna 40 years, until they came to the borders of the land of Canaan.